Imagine a world with no cars, no engines, and no highways. Only horses pulling wooden carriages across dusty roads. Now imagine something strange appearing in that world. A carriage moving silently with no horse, powered only by electricity. This is the story of one of America's earliest electric vehicle pioneers, William Morrison, a man who built a machine far ahead of his time, long before modern electric cars existed. William Morrison lived in Des Moines, Iowa, during the late 1800s. He was not a famous businessman or industrial leader. He worked as a chemist and inventor, quietly experimenting with new ideas at a time when electricity itself was still new and mysterious. Most people in that era used electricity only for lighting. Transportation still depended on horses, and steam engines were used mainly for trains and factories. But Morrison was thinking differently. He began asking a simple but powerful question. What if transportation did not need horses at all? Around 1890, he created one of the earliest electric vehicles in American history. He took a traditional horse-drawn wagon and rebuilt it completely. Instead of a horse, he installed an electric motor, a battery system, and a basic control mechanism. The result was a fully electric carriage. It was not fast or modern by today's standards, but it worked. It could reach speeds of around 10 to 14 miles per hour, which was impressive for that time. Most importantly, it moved without a horse. Morrison did not keep his invention private. He demonstrated it publicly and even built a larger version that could carry passengers. One of its most famous appearances was at the 1893 Chicago World's Fair, World's Columbian Exposition, one of the biggest technology exhibitions in the world at that time. Millions of people visited the fair. Many of them saw, for the first time, a vehicle that moved silently without smoke or animals. It was powered only by electricity. For many, it looked like something from the future. To understand how revolutionary this was, it helps to remember the technology of the time. His vehicle used early rechargeable batteries, which were heavy and weak compared to modern batteries. The electric motor turned electrical energy into motion without any combustion engine. There was no noise, no smoke, only movement. However, there were major limitations. The batteries were heavy, charging was slow, the driving range was short, and there was no proper charging infrastructure. Even so, Morrison proved something very important. Electric vehicles were possible. Today, electric cars are part of a global revolution. But Morrison's work shows this idea is not new. He was one of the first people in America to demonstrate a working electric vehicle in real life, not just in theory. His invention helped inspire later developments in electric motors and battery technology. Even though he did not build a commercial automobile company, his idea became an early foundation for future transportation. So why is he not widely remembered today? The main reason is timing. His technology was ahead of what batteries could support at the time. Gasoline engines soon became more practical, powerful, and easier to refuel. Because of this, electric vehicles faded from the spotlight for many decades. Morrison did not mass-produce his invention, and without a large company or industry support, his name slowly disappeared from mainstream history. But his idea never truly vanished. Modern electric vehicles still use the same basic principle he demonstrated more than 130 years ago: battery power driving an electric motor to move a vehicle. Today's EVs are faster, cleaner, and more advanced, but the foundation was already proven in the 1890s. William Morrison was not just an inventor. He was someone who imagined a future that did not yet exist, a future where transportation did not need horses, smoke, or fuel. And even though he never saw that future fully arrive, his idea eventually became reality. So when you see an electric car on the road today, remember this. It all began with a quiet inventor in Iowa who dared to think differently.